Well, let's chat now to the head of African Studies at the University of KwaZulu-Natal. That's Professor Sihawukele Ngubane. A very good morning to you, Prof. Thanks again for joining us. Now, traditional circumcision, is it still relevant in 2013?
Yes, I think I must say at this stage that it is relevant. There is nothing wrong with the tradition because it is practiced throughout the continent of Africa. But the problem is the process on how it is conducted.
Bearing in mind that cultures adapt all the time, would it not be better and safer to adjust the ritual to somehow allow for the procedure to take place in hospital while still observing the rites on the mountain?
That will be a solution because I think we have to weigh between our cultures and our survival, because now the custom has threatened lives of people, of young people who are supposed to be our future generation. I think what the solution could be is for the intervention by the government through the process on how this is conducted, because that is where the problem is. In the past, there were fewer deaths, but now these incidences of deaths are escalating, and I think we as the government need to intervene. But I want to clarify the fact that it is not only circumcision, it comes with initiation, so it's part of initiation. Young men are expected to be at the mountain for at least a month. So if we can bring in, because I think the health hazards here are is the hygiene when this custom is being practiced. I think they use one instrument for quite a number of boys, but if that part of circumcision can be collaborated with the health professionals, I think that can be a solution to save lives of people, because I think the significance of the custom is that it is a rite of passage between boyhood to manhood. So if you don't undertake that, you don't feel proud as a man for the rest of your life. But I think the intervention is necessary at this stage. And also I want to bring to your attention that it is also a threat to our human rights, and it is the right of the people to undertake this custom. The people are not forced to do it.
What about the factor of HIV? You mentioned that sometimes one instrument is used for all the boys. This is very risky. What kind of education goes out to speak to the young boys about what they can perhaps do to protect themselves?
Yeah, that is why I say an intervention is necessary to avoid that, because we have AIDS and HIV. HIV/AIDS is rife these days, and I think that's where we need to address and sterilize this instrument, or else get some kind of a professional intervention. And also I think the problem lies with the schools that perform this, because they are not regulated. I think we need to regulate those schools, because in the past any man would be identified from the community to perform it, and it was performed accurately. But these days, in the 21st century, I think we need some professional, health professional intervention to protect our kids from dying.
Thank you so much, Professor Sihawukele Ngubane, there, the head of African Studies at the University of KwaZulu-Natal.
News that moves. eNCA.com. News that moves. eNCA.com.